Hi, ChrissieCasters. Are you ready? I asked you to ask me anything, and you did in droves. I have been swamped by amazing questions, both deep and funny and superficial and saucy. And I am going to be working through them one by one with the help of my new best friend forever. You're going to get to know her. She's going to be an integral part of the ChrissieCast. Her name is Rachel. Say hello, Rachel.
Hello.
So we're gonna do this similar to the last one. You're just going to throw some questions at me. I'm going to see where it goes. What do you reckon?
Ready, set, go, girlfriend. Who swears more, you or Jane Hall?
Me. Absolutely me. And I wish I could be more like her. She's so classy. And her swearing has so much more effect because just occasionally she'll drop in a, what a fuckwit. And then it's really got some weight. Jane Hall would never use the C word though. And I don't either, but I have used it. It would never have come out of her mouth. She's a good girl.
All right. Hearst family. That's a sad name, and I hope that you own a funeral company. I have asked, did you know the correct term for our nether region is actually vulva and not vagina?
Yes, I do know that, but it's a hard habit to get out of. And I stay with vagina because if I say vulva, it feels like, I know that it's correct, but it feels like, you know, those people that go, hey, do you want to go to Madrid? Hey, what about 2 weeks in Ibiza? Do you know what I mean? It's like, yes, we know how to pronounce it, but because it's not commonly used, you sound a bit like a wanker if you always refer to the vulva.
Yeah, but also which bit are you referring to? Because you could be like, well, also my labia.
Yes, I know, but the general when
vicinity.
we talk about a vagina, we are talking about the vulva because unless we're talking about the internal workings. And we get that. I get that. But do you know what I mean by the right term?
Oh, yeah. I also call it a vagina.
Even though we all know it's a vulva.
Or a vagina.
Or a fajita.
Fajita.
Or a vagina. Or a bachina. Vag.
Jits.
Jits.
Yeah.
Gina Gina. I like to name it to that.
Post-birth, I had a spray and it was called Spritz My Vajits. That's where jits has come from. It's perineum spray.
Vajayjay, I like that.
Vajayjay, yes. Alrighty. Moving on from vaginas and how appropriate. This next question has an eggplant emoji in it. Duchess of so-and-so. Did you realise Nancy Reagan was famous for giving blowjobs?
I did not. I want to know how we know that. Who is telling that story and backing it up with facts?
Yeah. Also, wasn't that like an president's wife?
Yes.
Ronald Reagan. Ago?
Ronald Reagan was he was the first famous president, not unlike the one that we've got now in America, Donald Trump. But yes, Nancy Reagan, look, of course, it's a very natural thing to do. Most couples will do it, but to be famous for it, no, I didn't know that.
Can't be that famous then. Now, this person's almost stolen your name. Their name's Chrissy Tips.
Ooh.
Do you think you should be with a woman because men are so shite? I think it often.
That is an interesting question. I do not think men are shite. I know good ones. I know almost exclusively good ones. In fact, I've just thrown that almost in, but I'm trying to think of a bad man that I personally know, and I can't think of it. I may have been lucky, but I can only talk from my perspective, and I don't think men are shit. I'm not a man hater. So there's sort of two parts to that question. Do I think I should be with a woman? I have plenty of women in my life, and I can't live without them, but the same goes for the men in my life. Hey, I've just noticed your glasses. They're really good.
Thanks.
The Aviator. It's the way of the future. What do you think of that question, Rach?
Look, as someone who has explored my sexuality, very young, obviously, and is attracted to women. I think it's not something that you should try just because you dislike the experiences you've had with the same gender. There is many things like being pansexual, where you're attracted to someone regardless of their gender. Maybe you're bisexual, you're attracted to both genders, other genders as well.
How do you know what sexuality you are? That's my question.
Knowing specifically what sexuality you are, that is a choice. So you choose how you identify. That's all, the identity conversation.
Oh, so you're not born. You don't think you're born?
I'm born in feeling things, but how I decide to say that to the world, that's up to me. So I have an innate attraction to women. I'm literally attracted to anyone that is not a cis, which means they are still the same gender that they were assigned at birth, heterosexual men.
Right.
Anything else? Absolutely. But there is something about even the nicest cisgendered heterosexual man, I can appreciate that they can be good looking and that sort of thing. Do I want to ever be in a romantic or physical relationship with them? No.
So when you use the word I'm attracted, what does that mean for you?
It means if I look at that person, I would consider being sexual with them, or because there's two attractions. There's romantic attraction and then there's physical attraction. So physical attraction, obviously, I look at you, I go, okay, you're a good-looking person. Would that ever go beyond just acknowledging that you're good-looking? Yes or no? That's sexual attraction, right?
Yeah.
And then there's romantic attraction. And
what's romantic attraction?
When you love someone and it's like that whole soulmates thing as well, and it can be your best friends, and that's why so many people fall in love with their best friends and then live happily ever after, because they've actually they've got a romantic attraction, but they don't have a sexual attraction, and that's okay.
Yeah, right.
And if you find your unicorn that you have both a romantic and a sexual attraction to, you've nailed it.
Okay.
But I feel like there's a lot of marriages, a lot of relationships out there who maybe have one or the other and not both.
Or none.
Or none.
Or neither. Exactly.
Next question is from Shazza, I presume. Shazza Hall or Shazza Hall.
Shazza.
Chrissy Swan, where is the craziest place you've ever done the deed?
Well, you will not be surprised if you know me at all to know that I've never done the deed in a crazy place. Never.
Not even in a swimming pool?
No. Oh, yes.
There you go.
Is that a crazy place, is it? Look at me go.
I feel like anywhere outside of the bedroom for some people could be classed as crazy.
Thank you for that, because I wouldn't
Kitchen
have...
bench?
No.
No.
I'm going to say yes.
Yeah.
I feel like that is possible.
When you're young, dumb and free, like what else are you going to do?
Or maybe not even when I'm young, dumb and free.
That's
maybe, maybe more recently.
Right.
So pool and
Mental
kitchen.
note.
Kitchen and pool, yes.
Oh, love it. Why are you so cool?
Oh, my God. I am the least cool person that has ever existed. The least. There is nothing about me that's cool. Nothing. Nothing.
I disagree.
No. Cool people are like, being snapped with avant-garde haircuts in front of media walls and, driving fancy cars. I got a hybrid. I'm missing a toenail. I wear all the same underpants. I haven't washed my hair in, I'm going to count it. Do you know how long? 16 days. Have not. My bathroom is a mess.
But that has nothing to do with being cool.
I've got drool stains on my pillow. I am not cool. I cooked curried sausages last night. There's some in the fridge. You should have some.
Can I tell you why you're cool?
Sure.
You have reinvented the bum bag to the point in which I now see people out walking their dogs, out on the street, in the shopping centre, wearing bum bags again, and they will own belly bags.
It's about the confidence. It's about going, this works for me. I don't give a fuck if you like it or not.
Confidence is cool and you've got that. Also, I think you're a cool mum. Like you can be daggy, but you're still cool.
Oh my God, I am so daggy.
Your kids get to, do cool things. Go on to Bali with them and
can I tell you?
Hanging out.
Here's you say that. That's coming from the outside. One of my favourite quotes that my kids have ever said, and I really regret not keeping a book going because some of them are nuggets like you can't believe. Kid was about 6 years old. I think we'd just come home from a backstage tour of Yo Gabba Gabba where I was on stage dancing with that main guy, right? As a surprise for the kids. They were in the audience and Mum came out and danced with their hero because, kids are hot on something for a while, and for a while it was Yo Gabba Gabba. That was it. On the way home, Kit was in the back seat and he goes, ugh, our life is so dull apart from the snacks. And I just thought, there you go. Focus on snacks. You don't have to dance with the guy from Yo Gabba Gabba. And there is my life lesson.
Well, you've nailed the snacks.
I have nailed the snacks.
And can I also this is for Chrissy's children, having a mother who can cook well and so many different things is the greatest blessing in life. And when you move out of home, you'll realise how much you appreciate it.
Every time I throw something on that table, I go in my mind, you're going to miss this. There's going to be a day you're going to miss this. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Leo's going to be devastated. Yes, last weekend I said to him, are you hungry? Are you making something? He goes, yeah, I'm just making something. He came out with a plate of little tiny blinis with creme fraiche, fresh dill and home-cured gin salmon. And I just looked at it and I thought, that's not going to be happening in the share house when you're 24 years old.
He won't even remember to buy toothpaste.
I know.
Guaranteed. Oh, I love that.
And that's it for another round of the very special series of Ask Me Anything. They're your questions. I'm just answering them here on the ChrissieCast live from the compound. Now I need a rest, and I'll be back with more answers as soon as I possibly can.